I felt it was necessary to write and give an icebreaker speech before I began my competent leadership manual. It has been close to a year since my last Toastmaster speech. Therefore, an icebreaker speech to kick off this great season is imperative. I'm on the cusp of turning 24. Wow. Oh. So old. And I have started to reflect on my years. I've been on this earth. Though my years as an adolescent until now, I realize that I not only have been blessed with some great opportunities, but I look forward to all the great things that are associated with adulthood. I'd like to announce and introduce Julianna.
My 24-year memoir. By a show of hands, how many of you can sit here and tell me today that you're relatively pleased with the way your life is panned out? How about extremely happy? Good, that's good to see. I'm extremely happy for the stage that I'm at currently right now. I have recently discovered what's commonly known as, or referred to as, adulthood. AKA full-time job, paying bills, even though I still live at home, I still have to pay some bills. Grocery shopping, and being fully responsible for my own well-being. Other than being responsible for my own well-being and the 9 yards that come with it and the 1,000 yards that come with me driving in traffic 1 to 2 hours a day.
Oh, wow.
It's funny, I've always been extremely mature for my age, and I know that Michael and Laura here in the audience can attest to that. They've known me since I was about yay big. Yes. But I truly think the stage of my life has kind of hit me in the face pretty fast in the last year. My life has come full circle really since the days I played in mud or ran around with my go-karts. I never really played with Barbies. I was too much of a tomboy to play with Barbie's blonde hair. But I fully embraced this dramatic shift in my life. No longer do I have to worry about, am I going to get up for that 10 a.m. English class in college, or am I going to attend my sorority's date function, which, trust me, is life-altering decision. But seriously, the responsibilities that I have undertaken now, I believe, are what's going to help shape me to become a better human being in the future. I believe that hopefully these responsibilities will teach me how to eventually become a better wife, become a better best friend, a better daughter, eventually become a better mother, eventually. And eventually become a better employee. I walk into work now knowing that I am the rookie of the agency, but that sooner or later I will prove myself to become the best social media manager and director of strategic planning that there is. And then once I leave work and I'm stuck in, again, 1 to 2 hours of traffic, I don't listen to music, but I listen to NPR to enrich my mind about what's going on in the world today. My mom asked me last week to send her a birthday list. Normally it would probably entail shoes or purses, but I told her that I wanted Rosetta Stone because I'm determined to become bilingual in Spanish. Wow. Who would have ever thought that 10 years ago I would be asking my 21st birthday to have Rosetta Stone? But at this point in my life, that's what I want. So as I'm sitting there in traffic, I remember, and I go off into my writer's mind, that we only really have one life to live. We've only been given one life to live. And like Carlos said a few weeks ago in his speech, not only do I have to serve as an inspiration to myself, but an inspiration to others. Then when I get home, after sitting in traffic, I cook my parents' dinner. Not because I'm forced to, but because I now know how it feels to raise a child. Because now I'm fully responsible for myself. And I am much more appreciative of the things my parents have done for me than I was when I was little. And I sit at the table and say, thanks, Mom and Dad, here's your big fat piece of filet mignon. Now that I've become a fully integrated adult, I can truly say that I've been blessed in a lot of ways. And like I said in my introduction, I am very thankful for all the opportunities that have come my way thus far. And for all of us that have raised your hands earlier, we all have the same journeys. I'm sorry, we all haven't had the same journeys. We've all had life journeys. Some of us may have traveled the road less traveled or had some pretty standard life opportunities and events. But in the end, truly all that matters is writing off our memoirs. So this has been my 24-year memoir.